Welcome to Hobby Nonsense, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jesse Gibson, aka Sports Boy, and I am sitting across from Ray, Solar Ray, as he's now been nicknamed, Solar Ray Solorio.
Have answered the call.
Yes,
as the nickname Solar Ray. I'm not.
You needed a nickname.
Sold on it.
Solar Ray.
Let me know, guys, in the comments. Everybody that's listening to this, I need a nickname. I know Jesse has Sports Boy. Solar Ray is in contention.
It's an option.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, but could we do better? Could we do better?
Probably do better.
Let's hear those in the comments below. When you get a second, Ray needs a nickname. What is it?
Put a DM. Shoot us a DM. Carrier pigeon.
Go. Yep. We'll take all of it.
Yeah. What was in the Robin Hood movie?
Men in Tights?
Men in Tights, or he puts the message on the fox and then it makes a little dolphin noise.
Scampers off of the dog. Yeah.
Remember that?
Just barely.
Dude, I love those movies, those little slapstick movies. I need to go see the Naked Gun.
Dude, I just watched it last night. I watched the Naked Gun movie.
1 out of 10.
Is 8.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, like 7.5 to 8. Yeah, for sure.
Cody Rhodes was supposed to be in that movie.
That's who that was.
WWE champion Cody Rhodes.
That's who that. I was like, man, why do I know this guy? I even asked the people I was with watching. Okay, there we go. It's Cody Rhodes. Yes, he is in it. There's a ton of cameos in that movie. Actually,
is it as much as Happy Gilmore too?
I watched Happy Gilmore 2 yesterday as well.
Wow,
I watched both these movies. Yeah, exactly.
Movie spree.
I'm doing a little catch up. I hadn't seen that one yet. But yeah, it was a comedy movie spree yesterday. The way it was described with the people I was watching with, it was like, it is very 90s silly brought to today's audience. So it's like, there was some silly stuff, like it's almost over the top silly. Cause like back in, when you first watched Happy Gilmore. Okay. Yeah. So Happy Gilmore back in the day was like, it was silly, but it was also like realistic. This is like not realistic.
So over the top.
Yeah. It's like, okay, that's not going to happen.
Like a Mr. Beast-esque.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. If he lived in a fairyland. But
I didn't get the invite to go watch any of these movies.
I'm so sorry. At least half of them happened very spur of the moment, and I very much apologize. I would like to see a movie with you. That'd be fun. Let's do it. Let's plan for something like a Marvel or something like that.
Hobby Nonsense movie podcast coming soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, baby.
Movie nonsense.
Movie nonsense. There we go. I'm liking some of this. That being said, it was good for that. On Friday was basically all work. It was all breaking day.
Yeah, you started like 5 in the morning.
8 a.m. Well, I got up at 4:30 in the morning because I couldn't sleep. Every day when I know I'm going to wake up for a release day, I'm actually kind of excited for it.
It's like Christmas
and I cannot
morning.
sleep. Yeah, I literally cannot sleep. So I woke up my daughter around 6:30. I was like, hey, I'm up early. Let's go get some breakfast because I got to get back soon and start breaking. Because I was like, I knew too. I was like, well, if this goes well, I'm going to be breaking all day. And it was the case. I started at 8 a.m. and I did not finish until apparently I was 66 seconds shy of being live for 12 hours. I talked a little bit about it on SCN today, but I will let you know. My opinion of VeeFriends at this point is they're doing a lot of things right. Okay, so
we're talking about the Super Sticker product.
The Super Sticker product that just came out, the manga series. It is it's a lot of fun. It has some black-white parallels that people are chasing. The obviously lower numbered. People want the autos. There's not a ton of autos. That's the problem overall.
I haven't seen anybody pull any autos.
I've seen some that the VeeFriends Cards Instagram account has reposted, but not very many at all. I've heard about 1 or 2 getting pulled. Very few Steph Curry. I actually haven't even seen a Steph Curry one, but I did hear about one. That all being said, the resale continues to be up on it. I think, from my personal opinion, I would have liked maybe another insert. The fact that they're numbered cards, I wouldn't have minded if they were actually serialized because it just says out of 55 or out of 99.
That's my gripe.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded that. But the card quality, fantastic. And again, they are stickers, but they feel like cards. The quality of them, the print is very premium in my opinion. The idea for the characters I thought was well done, especially how some of the Steph Curry crossover cards, they kind of incorporated that character's abilities or whatever into it. I like the artwork. I think a little bit more to it would have been even more favorable for me, but resale is still up on it. I mean, I think the boxes are now. I was selling them at 175, and I thought like, oh, this is pretty higher than what I was expecting to sell it at. Because honestly, when I first got the product, I was like, oh, this is going to be like $120 box, and then by the time we get to release day, it's 175, and I'm like, well, dang, that's cool, but at the same time, I'm like, that's pretty high. But now I'm seeing boxes still going for like 2,000. I saw a case go for like. No, 200. Excuse me. 200.
Like,
200.
What?
$200 box. But I did see a case that went for like 3,500. Well, supposedly there's 2 sales on eBay for 3,500. I am wondering because I heard that there's also like there was a little
how many is in a case?
12 boxes in a case.
12 boxes in a case.
So it doesn't matter. The math ain't mathin' for that $200 a box in that case. But also people may be thinking, well, the case might have something extra, like altogether. You know, there's one per case. Sometimes that's the case. I don't know of any card that was advertised as one per case or something like that. So I don't think there's anything special about getting a case over the box. That all being said, I heard there was like a little discontent among some of the loyalists to the product who were maybe had NFT owners or previous VeeFriends owners. Gary's been good about like making sure that those guys get boxes and or cases if they ordered them, but theirs hadn't come in yet. So my understanding is that LCSs and the breakers kind of got their product first, and then the other guys were getting theirs a little later, but they're a little irritated maybe. But overall, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be because
everything they get like
that's true.
Comic books.
They got the Sapphire product. Yeah. I didn't get any Sapphire, and it's out of this world expensive now. But also the thing you're getting right now because you waited is you're getting all the upcharge because now it's even higher than what it was. So I ended up going through all 7 cases that day. Actually, in my head, I was thinking, oh, I'm saving one. I kept, again, math wasn't mathing for me at that moment. I had done 6 breaks, but I forgot I had sold a case worth of single or personal boxes. So I didn't have, it was all out.
Are you down a case?
No. I didn't. I was thinking I was saving one.
I know that for Pokemon, sometimes when you have a case of booster boxes,
yes,
sealed, it holds a little bit of a higher premium than you would if you sold.
Yes,
them. So that could be the case.
But
no pun intended.
I would just be surprised it's that high of a premium. But yeah, you're right. That could absolutely be the case that
because it's not tampered with. So in the future, if we wanted to sell the product, it's a sealed case.
Yeah, it's like an extra level of security of what you're getting. Yeah, I agree with you there. In fact, if anybody's curious actually about the product, Ray got himself a box and he did an unboxing video, which here's the thing. I have now seen a couple unboxing videos for these non-sports. We need to be doing this on every product. And I'm going to talk to Tops about seeing if we can get like one extra. I'll even give all the cards away. Just one where I can do a video, just a box where I don't have to open up a brand new case and I can just do one box, do an unboxing video. I think that would be a lot of fun.
And hopefully maybe we can get it early so everyone can see what is in the box, all the cards.
That's my thinking.
Yeah, so the video is up on our YouTube channel, Hobby Nonsense on YouTube. Check out all the cool cards. The Curry crossover, Ambitious Astronaut.
Oh yeah.
That was the one. Not bad.
Like that.
Yeah, I like it.
I'll tell you, I hit about 50 decisive ducks. I feel like the decisive duck was like by far probably the one we hit the most of.
The crossover,
the crossover. Well, and actually other decisive ducks as well, but the crossover for sure. And then everything else. Yeah.
Do we know which crossover is worth more
selling for the highest? They're not numbered unless you get like the 1 of 1, but they're not numbered cards, and they're consistently selling for about $60 to $100. I've seen some as low as 60, but then most of them are like 75 to 100 or something.
That's what I've seen.
The more recent sales, like today, there was a sale for the rare robot Stephen Curry crossover that was $200.
So the robot, is that the highest?
That's the highest. Then other than that, it's been like the Heart Trooper is the next one at 127. Again, the one below that is the rare robot. Decisive Duck is 102 below that. Actually, yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Where's Ninja? Maybe there just haven't been that many sold yet.
You know the artwork that I don't like on the crossover?
What?
The bull? I don't know what.
The bull?
I feel like he's going to be wearing pants.
Oh, he's pantsless?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, there's one. I like the, I think it's a hamster one or something, but he's actually holding 2, or maybe it's a gerbil. He's holding 2 boxes of Topps Chrome in his hands, which I'm like, I wonder if he had to get licensing or anything from Topps to be able to do that. My understanding as far as print goes, I did ask them like how much of this is out there. They said it's about what the Topps Chrome product did. So,
I feel like there's more.
Oh, really?
I feel like there's more because when the Topps Chrome product came out,
well,
I could hardly see it in any store. Now I'm seeing, okay, this local card shop has it. This local card shop, or maybe there's the word is out a little more. I don't know.
No, you could be right. I will say when I first got allocated for Topps Chrome VeeFriends, I got 10 cases. They allocated me 10 cases. This time, now granted, it's not through Topps, but it was through the VeeFriends back channel. They offered me 5, and I had to I kind of twisted their arm. They bumped me up to 7, but even after that, I'm like 7 being the max I could get. I was like, oh, maybe there isn't as much of this. So today we do have a guest. This is going to be cool because we have never talked, not on SEN or here, to a guy who is, his main thing is doing custom cards. So we have got Eric from Reclaim Custom, who's going to be joining us right now. Eric Wagenmaker is the owner, proprietor, the guy we're talking to from Reclaim Custom. How did you get into making custom cards, dude?
It's kind of a silly story, but it's a good one. So a buddy of mine who is a collector, and we were kind of getting into collecting together about 5 years ago again. I mean, I collected as a kid too, but kind of got back into it. He sent me this video. It was like a tutorial video of another custom card maker, making a card of this Little League baseball player. And he's like, dude, you could totally do this. Cause he knew I was a creative person, graphic designer, all that stuff. So I'm watching this video on YouTube with my children. I have 2 boys, and, we get to the end of the video and there's this custom card with an embedded jersey, and my boys are young soccer players at the time. And they're like, Dad, you got to make us cards. So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I can design that all day long, but I don't have any of the machinery or equipment to cut that, foil it, whatever. But all right, I'll try. So I knew that my stepmom had this crafting machine, and I knew that my buddy who ran this business had a really nice printer. So I'm like, maybe I can put these things together and make this happen for them. So long story short, after a lot of trial and error, I finally got my boys' cards made, put together, very crudely, but they were done, and embedded a piece of their jerseys that didn't fit them anymore. And I posted these cards online on my Instagram account, and immediately started getting orders and inquiries hey, can you do this for me? And I'm like, oh, well, I guess this is a thing now. And I was off to the races.
Dang, man, that is so cool. I love that it was for your kids is how you got started doing that. Are you a card collector by nature?
Yes, I am. I'm an avid collector. So I'm from Michigan. So I'm a huge Bad Boys Pistons. I grew up watching the Bad Boys Pistons, but then now that has spilled over into the people that I hated, like Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Loathed those guys, loathed them. Detroit Lions, Barry is a big one. And then even Calvin Johnson and Stafford, some St. Brown and those guys too. But then the other side of my collection is vintage boxing. So my favorite film of all time is Cinderella Man. James Braddock versus Max Baer in the Depression era. So I have tons of Braddock and Baer stuff, tickets from their fights and cards and autographs and memorabilia. So that's another element of my collection.
I'm going to say Russell Crowe. That may have been one of Russell Crowe's best roles. A Beautiful Mind in that maybe are my favorite things he's ever been in.
That touches on it. I mean, I do game used jerseys of Detroit Lions players. I got a whole slew of them out there. One I'm looking at right now in front of my computer. So
okay, so you do have quite the eclectic collection. Do you do now? One of the reasons why I want to have you on here too is because of the cards that you make, not all of them are sports cards. Are you a collector of non-sports cards at all?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 cases of cards here. So I'm trying to think what's in each bin. Yeah. No, I don't do much non-sports.
But you make some of the best non-sport cards I have seen.
Oh, thank you. I mean, we make whatever gets ordered. So customers will say, hey, this is what I need. I'm like, all right, let's get it done. So we have a lot of customers who are sending into signings for non-sports, or sending us relics or cut autographs to do non-sports stuff. So
are they reaching out to you and giving you the idea, or are you ever just like, hey, I could make a few of these. I'll get like some autos, some cut autos or something, throw them in there, maybe a piece of clothing they wore, and make my own and put them up on my website and sell them that way? Like how are these cards getting made?
Yeah. So the answer to that question is yes. I would say 90% of what we do and what you see us post on our socials at Reclaim Customs everywhere, little plug, 90% of it is for customers on commission, not ours. Like they send us the stuff. And in those instances, sometimes the customer will have a pretty specific idea of what they want. Like, if it's, Kevin Costner, let's just say, like, I want Kevin Costner from Field of Dreams. I want that movie portrayed in this card. For the person who is commissioning me to make something so they could flip and make a buck on, awesome. I'm rooting for them. Then I'd see them try to flip it on a Facebook group or an eBay. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to create a hub that solves all these problems and connects people who want to flip this stuff with people who are actually looking for Reclaim Customs products. They know exactly what they're getting. There's no confusion. They're already in our universe. So it solved all those problems for us.
The idea that you are like a one-stop shop is basically what a lot of the big companies are trying to do too. Like they're trying to not only make the product, they're trying to then have a marketplace to sell it. So I love the idea. I want to know more though, like as far as like, I'm looking at your Instagram page right now. I see it's very funny. It's very cool. This Ricky Bobby and Cal. Basically, it looks like a dual patch card from Talladega Nights. Thank you. Yeah, from Talladega Nights. How did that come to be? And what is like the idea? I guess the cost behind something like that.
Yeah, so we have several like movie parody cards that we've done over the years, and most of those are available on our website as items that are in stock if you guys want to go buy them. Yeah, so that was just like actually a reiteration of one that we had done years ago. And we just felt like we need a fresh design on this, a fresh take on this. And we're better at what we do now than what we were 4 years ago when we first created our first Talladega Nights card. So it's a version 2 of an iteration we did previously.
The one where it's Forrest Gump from...
I love that one.
Yeah, from, Tom Hanks from Forrest Gump. It looks like a patch, and there's what looks to be a cut auto. Is the patch actually like clothing from the movie? Yeah. How often are the patches actually used from the films, or someone just like sends you, hey, here's a piece of like Wonder Bread packaging or something, make that in the Talladega Nights card?
Yeah. So yeah, there's so many variables, but that's a really good question. So for that specific Tom Hanks piece, that relic came out of a card company's product called Razor. And the owner of that company eventually bought out Leaf, and now his company is called Leaf Trading Cards, which I'm sure you guys have all heard of. So, I put the same kind of stock that I would put into Leaf saying, hey, this is a screen worn relic or whatever. I give the same trust to these Razor cards. So that's where that came from. And my own research led me to find that particular relic was used in that scene in the hospital of Forrest Gump. So it's a legit autograph. That's a cut autograph out of a book that he signed. And then the relic that came out of that card, I harvested it out of that card and put it in our own product. Now, we will do other things like the Talladega Nights card you see. Like those cards, like I am essentially tearing apart Halloween costumes to embed. So they're not real. It's just for fun. It's just a parody. But like, if you see nomenclature or writing on the back of our product that guarantees either authenticity of an autograph or a relic, like we need third-party authentication to be able to say that if our company's name is going to be on it. And even more so now with the big scandal that came out a few weeks ago, the counterfeiting ring, we are even more so stringent about in fact, we updated policies on our website again, making sure that we are for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, these third-party authenticators are legit, like whether it's the hologram or the COA or whatever it is.
That's cool that you guys do a little due diligence on your side, as well as, you know, where hopefully it came from. It makes me feel better if I'm going to buy something like that, because initially my thought was, oh, if I'm going to be asking for a custom card to be made, I had to send you the piece, like the auto or something, and you guys were just going to put it in there, no questions asked.
No, there are questions. The reputation of my company, I want to be pristine with that stuff. If we are representing the fact that this is a legit cut auto, then we need to know that it is. So, like we have a partnership with Beckett. We have a partnership with GOAT Authentics for Jordan, Brady, and Gretzky. There's a couple of other authenticators I have relationships with within the other big companies, whether it's JSA or PSA, but it has to be a COA from one of those companies for us to feel comfortable with it.
Okay. Very cool. I like that. So can I ask, when someone comes to you, what the range is when it comes to cost to make one of these? Because I'm very curious, is it different depending on who the person on the card is, or does it, especially if it doesn't include, say, an auto, because it looks like some of these are blank where you could send it in and have someone sign it. So I guess my question is, like, does cost matter depending on who's on the card?
Sometimes, but those variables only come into play if you're sending me an autograph, sometimes a relic. But like, for example, if you send me a Babe Ruth autograph to put into a custom trading card, the care and attention and all that goes into the insurance, the storing, the handling is a little bit more tedious. And also, like, what we've been finding is, you guys who do want to flip this stuff, like, we're adding value, and like, I can say that without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, we're adding value to these pieces, because I've seen them sell, whether it's, on our platform or Golden or these other auction houses. Ray Lewis, who Hall of Famer from Baltimore Ravens, if he's doing a signing at the next whatever card show you're going to be at, and you want me to create a card for him to sign, that's totally fine. There's no, it doesn't matter who it is. We'll make that card for you. If we're not handling something precious or something that needs to be handled super carefully and stored super carefully, and there's a lot of liability on our end, then we'll do it for you. The baseline price is $150. And then the more bells and whistles you kind of add, adds up the price a little bit more. So like if it's a dual, like a relic and an auto, like an extra cut is going to be $25. If you want foiling, we have 3 different tiers of foiling at 3 different price ranges, and all that's on our website. But yeah, so just every little bell and whistle kind of makes it add up a little bit. If you want a booklet size or a jumbo size, like those prices start a little higher as well.
Do you know what the highest price that has ever been paid for one of your pieces is?
I do. There was and this is just the one that I'm aware of. There might be something else, but I don't think there is. We did a dual Babe Ruth, Shohei Ohtani, dual cut autograph in a single card, and that sold on Golden Auctions, and it sold for $15,000.
That's crazy. Was that recent, or is that a while ago?
That was last year.
Do you have, like, when it comes to movie stars and things like that, like I'm looking at your Matrix card with Keanu on there. I wonder how, like, these autos come to be, like, in the cards. Is it every time that they're sending them to you, or is it ever just like, hey, this is what I want, you go out and find all the things for it?
Yeah, people have asked me to do that, and I can do that. It's not really what we do, but like, there's somebody who got a hold of me who wanted a Josh Allen, and I'm like, okay, well, let's go look at prices of Josh Allen autographs together. So I just showed him some prices. He's like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm like, all right, that's fair. I'll say 100% of the time, it's been a situation where my customers have sent me the autograph that they have or they have obtained.
Gotcha. Okay. The Chris Farley Tommy Boy one, I was so jealous when I saw that card. Like, honestly, I think that's around the time when I was like, oh, I want to get you on the podcast. Cause I'm seeing that. I'm seeing, like, your Indiana Jones pieces.
Yeah,
and I'm
cool.
Yeah. I'm like, this is what a lot of people consider the hobby for them, is not just like, collecting a sport, but it's like collecting art and or nostalgia. And that's what this feels like to me, like just higher end personalized art pieces. And the fact that you are able to, I assume is this a full-time living for you?
It is. It's myself. Aaron is a designer and project manager. He works for me full time. And I have a couple guys who come in part time to do some assembly for me as well.
So you've turned this thing that started out as making cards for your kids into a full-time job for you. Not only for you, it sounds like for multiple other people too. I guess what's next? Do you have like plans of like, hey, we want to try and do bigger and better things. We want to do like more, expand outside of cards. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question. We're in conversations with a few bigger organizations. Good Golf, that's a huge YouTube channel. We did some cards for those guys. One of their management folk gifted them cards that we made of those guys with their relics and such. We just did an award. We made an award for PSA, the grading company, who commissioned us to do a big award for their banquet they did in Chicago last week. They're going to feature us in their magazine next month. We'll be in PSA magazine next month. Yeah. And speaking of the Chris Farley piece, that's going to be featured, in a segment on The Card Life, which is a TV show. Yeah, we did a really cool run for Matt Strom. So check that episode out. Bigger things on the horizon potentially, but like I'm really thankful that I get to do what I do. And I have like interactions with everyday people who want us to do one of a kind pieces. Like that's fine. Like I'm thankful for that. If things go further than that because of what God has blessed me with, like, great, that's fine. But I have no expectation. I never had expectations going into this. I'm just along for the ride. So,
man, that is so cool. Awesome. Ray, I know I've kind of hogged all the questions.
No worries. Eric, what has been the hardest piece that you've ever worked on? Because I'm sure some of the stuff has to be super intricate, especially with some of these cut autos, like the Babe Ruth cut auto. Man, I would be scared just to handle
that's true.
And then putting it, encapsulating in a card.
The pieces that come through here now, like I'm almost numb to it. Like as far, like I think I have 4 Babe Ruths in the shop right now waiting to be worked on. And like, okay, another Babe Ruth came in. Now, when you first asked me when you started asking me that question, what's the most difficult piece I did? I was like, all right, which piece was it that I was cussing the most as I was trying to put this together because it wasn't going right? So I've had a lot of those pieces where like nothing goes right and I have to reprint and refoil. And like I've never ruined a piece. Like, thank the Lord, I've never done that. But like, we're super careful with everything here, and everything that comes to the shop is stored properly and treated with care and filed properly. And we have a well-organized, well-oiled machine at this point, 5 years later after we've been doing this. I get some really weird asks. I have to turn some things down.
Oh, that was going to be my next question. And I was going to ask if you ever had to turn anything down. Tell us what it is, or at least be general.
Is this family friendly?
It is family friendly. So please try and clean it up as much as possible.
This was the weirdest thing. And I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram story. I think it disappeared now, but it was a day or two ago. I had 2 people ask me on the same day to create WNBA cards with a phallic shaped device and like put that in a card. I had to pass on that on both of those.
I have to assume a lot of the things you have to pass on are because of perversion reasons, not.
Yeah, I don't do nudity. We were doing a Borat card. And one of the images of him like in that green like jumpsuit. I don't know if you're familiar with Borat. I passed on that design. A guy approached me and he's like, dude, this is going to be huge. I'm like, okay, you have my attention. He's like, I have an in with like this morgue and like I can get like dead people's skin and like the tattoos that they've had on their skin, and we can make like cadaver tattoo cards. That was a weird one. That was
a big Mickey Mantle collector. And, sometimes when I get my victims, I like their tattoos, and, someone has like a World War II relic or something like that. Oh, and they're like, hey, can you make a card out of this? And I'm like, geez, that's pushing the envelope, I would think.
Yeah. Yeah. There's been some interesting stuff for sure come through. We did a 15th century coin, once, which I think was like super valuable. I'm not a coin guy, but we embedded a pretty valuable coin into a card. We do a lot of kids cards, like baby cards, like they send us hospital bracelets. Man, I've done some really cool tribute cards for family members who passed away. Guy who sent me, always went fishing with his dad and had this great picture of his dad fly fishing in a river. And it was this fishing vest he had. And he sent me the fishing vest. So I had a photo match and I had a fishing, a event used, not game used, but and it was him, and like it was for his dad who passed away a couple years ago, and like that was just really cool. And then like another one, like a guy sent me a bunch of signed checks from his brother who passed away, and we made like 10 cards for his family for Christmas, and we got to feature that on one of our YouTube episodes that we put out, and that was a big hit. But really, just one of those things that like, man, people are trusting us to put together these heirlooms almost that will, hopefully be in their families for years, and really touching.
I like about that too is like it's giving me ideas. Like I didn't even think about this.
A sports boy relic.
I know. Like I need because I've made like a custom card for myself like a year or so ago, and I actually like how it turned out. But I would love one like where it's like I don't know, like game used bandana or just a pod used bandana, and people would be surprised at the amount of sweat that happened from just sitting here. But that kind of stuff is really cool, that to know I could just come to you and be like, hey, here's an idea. And it seems like within a pretty wide margin, morgue things abstaining, that you could actually make most of these ideas that someone comes up with.
Absolutely. And I really thrive in a collaborative environment, and having Aaron here, my designer, really helps. One thing that I constantly try to keep at the top of my list as a business owner and somebody in this market is to always be teachable. And like, if my customer has an idea or has something like, okay, well, I need to listen to this and let's collaborate together to make this idea come to life. And typically it works out better than either one of us can imagine. So
Eric, what's your, I guess, grail or something that you're wanting to make? Maybe for yourself, or something that you haven't got an opportunity to make, maybe like a Detroit Pistons Bad Boys. Like
the first thing that came to mind, and I'm hoping to make this, my buddy who showed me that video, one of your first question to me, how I got started, my buddy, he's one of my best friends. He is working on putting together autographs from the entire 1984 Detroit Tigers World Championship team, and along with relics. And we're hoping to put together this massive booklet of that entire team. And a lot of those guys are deceased now. So, so that would be pretty epic to have that. Even though it would be his, it wouldn't be mine. It would be something in our portfolio that would be super cool. So our main website is reclaimcards.com. And then our marketplace that I touched on too is reclaimmarketplace.com.
Eric Wagenmaker, thank you very much for coming on and giving us like a little sneak peek behind the scenes of what it's like to make all of these really amazing and impressive custom cards. Thank you. If you guys want to check out any of his stuff, you can look at a lot of the things on his Instagram page. His Instagram is Reclaim Customs, and then the website, like you just mentioned, go and check him out. Eric, thank you. Hopefully we can have you back in the future. The morgue thing, I've heard of a lot of weirdos. Like there's a lot of weirdos in just about any hobby. I've not heard that before. Like I need human flesh in my card.
That's wild.
Or else I ain't buying.
Could you imagine having to, what if he said yes?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how would you even
honestly,
glue, or what are we doing? What are we doing with this?
The guy who reaches out for that, I'm instantly Googling him, and I'm instantly Googling in his neighborhood if there's animals that are missing. Like where's local animals that have gone missing? I guarantee they're all around his house. Yeah.
I was thinking, Jesse, what would be something that you would want a custom cards of?
I mean, here's the thing. I feel like a broken record now because I've talked about like having a Back to the Future card recently a lot,
gotcha.
But that to the side, what I would really like is something that incorporates maybe just multiple facets of my childhood. It wouldn't have to be one thing. So, and it doesn't even have to be autos, but like a custom card that might have been, Matt Groening from The Simpsons, like have him have a sketch, because he's sketched Bart and or Homer in multiple things, like even in like a signing of a book. I would take that as a cut and put that into a card. I think that would be really cool. Because recently, I think at the National, someone had asked, what's my dream card, and I talked about like a Back to the Future, and it's not like a crazy expensive, just they don't come up all the time. But I started thinking about it later. I'm like, there's other cards though too, and one of them is like the Art de Bart card, which is like from I think 1990, this Top Simpsons product, or Skybox Simpsons maybe.
I've seen that. Yeah.
But it was Matt Groening who made it. Some of them goes for like $10,000.
Wow.
It's just a sketch of Bart, and I'm like, I would love one of those. And so I'm thinking, well, maybe I don't want to shell out $10,000, but I could probably find a sketch that Matt did and make a custom card out of it or something like that. Because yes, at the end of the day, a lot of things for me are like, I like that things are licensed and real, but like you said, it's like an art piece. And I feel like that's almost like, in my mind, it feels a little different. So yeah, I don't know. What about you?
The one thing that came to my mind instantly would be a Michael Jordan autograph, like a cut auto, but a with the Space Jam jersey.
Yeah.
So it's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Toon Squad.
Yeah.
Like a little MJ.
Toon Squad jersey relic with the cut auto.
I like that a lot.
It'd be great.
I like that a lot. Great. I'm going, by the way, since he left, I went to the reclaimmarketplace.com, and I'm checking out some of these. There's there's a water boy screen worn, one of one laundry tags for Bobby Boucher. But then you have two other guys from the movie as well, like his buddy who was the quarterback before Bobby got on. And then what is his name? Derek Wallace, I guess, was the other character's name. So Guy, it's like, it doesn't even matter if I mention the names, because I don't think anybody knows the names other than Bobby Boucher and like the girlfriend and mom. But bottom line is, it's a real thing. $5,000 for this one of one. But what's crazy is it sounds like people are paying for that, and I think they actually should. In the case that this is screen worn, like, I think that's really cool if you want something that unique and that rare. But then you also have other things like Titanic relic cards. Lou Ferrigno, Hulk stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of some Office stuff and Breaking Bad on here too.
Oh, what's on the Breaking Bad one?
The Breaking Bad looks to be relic cards for Walter White and Saul Goodman. Dual screen worn relic card. That is really awesome.
That's cool.
$179. That's not bad. Ooh, Brian Baumgartner, aka Kevin Malone from The Office. Screen worn one of one autograph relic card. It's a tie tag. So one of his ties from the show. Oh, I might be making some interesting decisions by the time the end of this pod comes. All right, so there you go. That was Reclaim Custom.
Another new Pokemon product already announced. Phantasmal Flames, Jesse.
Phantasmal Flames.
I
feel like we haven't really talked all that much Pokemon recently. I'm curious. So how do you feel like the Black Bolt's white Flare is going?
I think it's going well.
Yeah,
it's going well. There's not a lot of hype behind it.
Do you think?
The only thing is the Seismitoad is still climbing.
The Seismitoad, is that still that's not the biggest selling card, is it? I think it's like around almost $300 now or something.
Yeah, but it's climbing just because. I mean, we all know the reason, but it's climbing up in price. So I'm just but it's still hard to find on the shelves.
Is it really?
Yeah, you can't go into a Target or a Walmart and find out.
What's an ETB charge? Because I know Prismatic is still in a lot of places.
Yeah,
like
it's not a lot. Maybe like 70 or something.
Oh,
like that.
Okay,
but it's still, but hopefully it starts to heal. I think that this set was going to heal the market of Pokemon, but it doesn't seem to be the case, especially with this new Phantasmal Flames being announced, and then the Mega Evolutions coming out, and
oh geez, I just realized like Mega Evolutions was the last one that we had talked about that was announced. That one hasn't even come out yet, and we're already talking about the one after that.
Yep.
Aren't they supposed to be every 3 months? Like every the new releases?
I don't think there's like a set time.
I thought it was 4 a year. They come out with like 4 different ones a year. Is that not right?
I don't know. What the.
I thought that was a thing.
I don't know.
Maybe
it could be a thing. It could be a thing. I'm not too sure what it is. But Mega Evolutions, That's coming out, and then they just announced a new set coming out, Phantasmal Flames, November 14th.
So Mega Evolution is going to be around for years. It's going to be like Mega Evolutions, the
Correct.
Phantasmal
Flames.
Really? Oh, I didn't make that connection. Okay, interesting. So we're changing up in that situation. I've noticed
September 26th, Mega Evolutions.
So with the fact that like in this last release, well, in say 2 releases ago, we saw the introduction of like the Pokeball and Master Ball hollow pattern in the back of some of these cards. And then in this new set, in White Flare, in the Black
Bolt.
I said it right the first time, but I forgot which one both times. But in that product, it seemed like they have different patterns as well. Like there's some I can't remember the designs, but there's some different holographic designs on some of these. Are they doing this for every new set now?
I don't know. I know that the hollow pattern on just the hollow cards, it's like a horizontal hollow pattern, and that's a callback to the original black and white set that released. Reverse hollow pattern is what the 151 Japanese cards had.
Oh, okay.
And it's just the Pokeball and or the Master Ball on those.
Oh, so that had happened before Prismatic?
Correct.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize that.
It was Prismatic. It was 151 for the Japanese.
Oh.
Just Japan. And it didn't convert over to the English.
I see. Gotcha. Okay.
So this is the first time you see it in English.
Well, and then like in Black Bolt and White Flare, finally got it. They also had it where you said every character in that has its own illustration rare.
Correct.
I'm wondering if they are trying to make each set a little different to create more scarcity between sets. Like to make it like, it's like, oh, well, you may not have cared much about that character, but if you're like trying to do set collecting or something,
master setting.
You want to collect it because this is the one that has, you know, the Master Ball, or this is the one that has the illustration rare of it, and you know, whatever else they could do going forward. My thinking is, I feel like we're not too far from them starting to serialize. Like because you see Magic the Gathering doing that.
I don't think they'll ever serialize.
Really? Why not?
They don't need to.
Yeah. It's just not a thing that is in that world. Maybe not. Maybe, but it wouldn't shock me, because it's like, how do you continue to create more scarcity, especially after
you create a new rare, like this black and white rarity.
Sure.
Which is not serialized, but it's harder to pull. The new Mega Evolutions has this new gold card that's coming out, which it's Mega Gardevoir and Mega Lucario.
Oh yeah.
Already in Japan, both of them are selling for over $300. And so when it gets to the States, I think the prices will be close to $600, to be honest with you.
Really?
The cards look amazing. The hollow pattern looks incredible. And I know that in Japan, the hollow pattern is always different than the one in English, but these things, they look amazing.
Okay. All right. So you're a fan of them. My overall thought is Pokemon sees the company Pokemon sees like what has been created by the frenzy of fandom around these cards. And it's like eventually that goes down, right? Like whether it's because, it was a bubble, or it's just like, people start spending for the holidays and they start buying different things or whatever the case. But it's like, how do we continue to have more ideas to draw all those people and then some back to this thing? That's where my mind goes.
Well, you can always go back to the well and do like a 151, like the original 151.
151's too fresh. We just had it.
But that's the thing, Jesse. You think it's too fresh. 151 is almost 2 years old.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. That's been almost 2 years.
2 years old. 30th anniversary is coming up. It's right around the corner.
Okay.
So that's why you see a lot of the 25th anniversary cards are steadily climbing in price.
Okay.
And to your point, the scarcity or just people getting tired of it. In the summer, usually the hobby decreases. Not a lot of people are spending money on it. They're taking vacations. They have other priorities.
Okay.
That was not the case this summer.
Yeah, obviously not. Yeah.
It is continually going up and up and up. And I don't know when it will stop. Unless Pokemon really just craps the bed and makes maybe 2 or 3 consecutive terrible sets that nobody wants. And it heals. I mean,
But even
they're printing way more. I mean, they are contracting sports card printing to print Pokemon cards.
That is crazy. I did see that thing where it's like there's cards that have printing of. It looks like they may have accidentally printed a sports card. I think it was like Adrian Peterson's name or something in the hollow foil of a Pokemon card that was like somehow printed first, and then they decided to reuse the paper. I don't know, but
I don't know. Oh, the ink, the roller
exactly.
was dirty, or I don't know how. That works.
But that is interesting that they are having to license out to all these other companies to make the cards. That's the demand is that high. The other Pokemon news was you sent me this, but I also got sent this by like 3 or 4 different people over the weekend. Was the Japan McDonald's Pokemon packs that came out,
the promo packs?
Yeah, what's the deal with this?
So Pokemon does this often. I think here in the States we've had it 3 or 4 times to where they'll put in McDonald's exclusive promo cards in Happy Meals. Was it the last time? It was maybe like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then before that was around 2021, 2022. And at that time, that's when it was really hard. I remember people going to McDonald's and buying cases of these Pokemon cards in anticipation of them going crazy, which that wasn't the case.
Oh, wow.
But in Japan, that was the case. Or it is the case.
Yeah, I mean, I saw like people are just dumping the Happy Meals, like they're just dumping the food in the streets and then taking the packs and running,
which is insane.
What
but I love this. I love this card.
But aren't there only like 5 cards in this?
2
or 5 variations of cards.
Correct.
I mean, overall.
Yeah, there's 2 cards in each pack. One is the guaranteed Pikachu where he's like fixing to eat a Big Mac.
Yeah,
and then another random Pokemon card. But I think the one that you want is that Pikachu card eating the Big Mac, and of course people are going to grade it. And I have seen reports that the majority of the people buying this, the scalpers, the people that are just throwing, which seeing food on the side of the streets like that, it's just kind of like
hurts my heart.
Yeah, it hurts my heart a little bit. But they said that the majority of the people are Chinese resellers going to Japan and buying all these up and going back to China.
Really? That is the demand in China.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Chinese market right now, something's going on there, and you're starting to see a lot of Chinese buyers buying up stuff here in the States, and that is causing the demand and the prices to go up. And then some of the Chinese boxes that are dropping right now, like there's a Gengar box, and like some of those boxes are going crazy to a point to where people here in the States are starting to buy those boxes and resell them because they're selling more than the English boxes,
which does not happen usually.
No.
It's usually the English is like the highest price. That is so interesting to me because I looked up like the packs, the McDonald's Japanese Pokemon packs are going for around $30 right now. It looks like on eBay.
I might have bought one for you on.
No, you did
eBay.
not, you dirty dog. That's awesome. Thank you first.
Shout out to the Chinese scalpers.
Where would we be without them? But yeah, that's to me, I'm thinking like, what does it cost to buy a Happy Meal over there? And
probably just the same.
Yeah, maybe it's like a $10. I don't even know what a Happy Meal goes for these days, but it's like you get whatever the cheapest one is. You, I guess, go in 5x your money, maybe if you're selling the pack.
But then we were seeing reports that people are starting to make fake McDonald's packs.
Dear Lord.
Which is insane. And I'm thinking, these Chinese scalpers that are buying these in Japan, they're probably, I know that in 2002, there was some Japanese exclusive McDonald's cards that were released, and those are super expensive. The Squirtle in the set is selling for raw, selling like for around $400, and then PSA 10 is selling for $4,000. Which the Squirtle is my favorite Pokemon. That's one of my Grail cards. I do want it in a PSA 10. I would take it in a 9 if the price was right. But it's the holo pattern is crazy. It's him chewing bubblegum on the card. It's also an e-reader card. You know what those are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was in McDonald's?
It was this was part of the, like during the time they only did e-reader cards.
Oh, they did. Oh, yeah. That was like just all the cards they were making were e-reader.
Correct.
I gotcha.
So this in 2002. So these Japanese McDonald's exclusive. There's a Charmander. There's a Squirtle, and there's a couple other ones, but the Charmander and the Squirtle are the most sought after. And those are, you go to a card show, that's one of the grails that people are looking for.
Okay.
Because they want those 10s, and you got to think they're in those little packs or in Happy Meal, so the quality on them aren't the best.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Okay.
So anticipate, that's probably why they're doing this, because they're seeing this Pikachu card, and you know, everyone loves Pikachu.
Sure.
Gray felt hat Pikachu going crazy.
He's so sweet.
And I mean,
okay.
We got, it's coming.
They've done this a few times already. If it's not crazy mass produced, I'm thinking, oh, that's cool.
Oh, it's mass produced.
But it's mass produced. That's the thing. I'm just like, but
the Gray felt hat Pikachu was mass produced and it was free. And look at it now.
I've learned to stop arguing with it.
It's all about the market. The
Yes.
market's going to set the price, the demand, all about the market.
So my thought is more power to them. If people are actually, the biggest fear of any of this, and it's the same thing when you talk about like VeeFriends, oh, you're pumping Gary V's product and it's nothing. And oh, Pokemon, it's been printed to the ground. The biggest thing that people have issue with is like, someone's gonna get caught holding the bag, right? It's like you wouldn't care if it was free. No one would care about it, but it's like you're upset and you're justifying that upsetness because you think someone's gonna get caught holding the bag. I don't think that is the case here. And if they are, it's going to be down the road a little bit, because
if it
happens, right? Like if it happens, and even if someone gets caught holding the bag, yeah, sometimes that happens. It doesn't mean that's why it started or how it got set off. And if people want to collect it, go for it. I do not care. My thinking, do I need one? I don't know if when I get my pack, yes, I do. But I don't know if I'm going out of my way for it. But at the same time, could I get one of these and say I've got it for like down the road? Because I love the fact that I can say that about the Pikachu felt hat. I love that I have that card. So the more I think about it, yes, I'm glad I have it. But I don't fault people for thinking like, oh, this is, not a good thing. But if they really stop and think about it, it's like, well, no one's holding the bag right now on most of these products that are coming out. So giveaway from Courtyard is still happening.
Oh, yeah.
So that is the 2000 Neo Genesis first edition Pichu. It's a BGS 9. It goes for around $350. This is still going to be given away. It is basically based on if you use the Hobby 15 discount, because it's still a 15% discount on the Courtyard.io packs. If you go out there, it doesn't have to be a Pokemon pack, but if you use the discount code, the link in our Instagram bio is still there. But if you use the link and or the code, you are entered to win that card. So continue to do that. I think that's going to go maybe through the end of the month. I'm trying to get an in date and time, but keep that in mind. One other thing I did want to mention, I actually had a couple things. The Green Day, we'll have to talk about GBK, because that 40th anniversary product is
loved it.
Going crazy.
You were killing it. Opening those boxes. That was so cool.
It was very cool to see some of those cards. Some of the sketches were out of this world impressive. But yeah, I'll talk more about that probably next week, because we have a little bit more time on that one. The one I did want to talk about before we end it was Marvel Mint. That is the one that I talked about where it was an exclusive at the San Diego Comic-Con. I think they were selling boxes maybe for like $100. And then you see on eBay, some of these have sold around $800. I think they're still going for around $700 to $800. Absolutely insanity. But they just decided they're going to release it to the public. I guess they already knew that, but they are allocating to at least breakers. I'm assuming some LCSs, but I'm not sure there. I don't know how much of this product there is. And as I reach out to try and find more, I'm finding it difficult to get a lot of information. So like when we get our allocation from Topps, typically that comes with like a sales sheet that tells you a little bit more about the product. That didn't happen this time. In fact, I reached out and asked, there isn't one. And I asked about like a checklist, and I did get a checklist, but the checklist shows 120 characters. But even like the Topps websites, like write up on it says this is 100 character base set, but there's 120 on the checklist.
So you think like 20 characters are like secret rares?
No, I don't think that. I think there was a mistake. This is the problem I continue to have in the non-sport community. And it's not the worst thing ever, because people still seem to enjoy the cards. I very much enjoy the cards.
This is a Topps issue too.
But that's what it is. It's someone in oversight needs to be on this.
Where do I submit
because
my
on Wednesday, this is going to be available on the Topps website. So guys, if you want this product, because this product will be out by now, go to the Topps website. There will be at noon Eastern time, there is an EQL, so you can get this at the cheapest prices that they're going to be available at any point. You can go there and try and get boxes and or cases, I'm assuming, at noon Eastern. But that's the problem, is like, if you're going to be releasing this, why is our checklist not adding up to what the write-ups are saying on there? And it's just, if I reach out and ask questions and people don't have answers to it, it's like, we should have answers. So
give us answers.
But the overall quality of it looks awesome. The fact that they do this Gambit 52 card, like actual playing card set, I absolutely love this, and I think that's one of the driving forces that's going to make this product popular.
The sketches with the autos.
Yeah. Yes, the sketches are crazy. The Doctor Doom, but they have both Doctor Doom, a specific card set where it's like you can find it out of 99, then there's like 1 out of 10, 1 out of 4, and then there's 1 of 1. So there's very few of these out there, but these Doctor Dooms are awesome. They have these comic cut, like actually cut out of comics, face pictures of Doctor Doom that are like a shadow box card in there. Those look awesome. My favorite is the Gambit 52 playing card set, because it actually does have, each card is a different person. So like the ace of clubs is Wolverine, ace of diamonds is Magneto, ace of hearts is Spider-Man, and ace of spades is Gambit. And it goes kings. It has every one of them through, so 52 different Marvel characters. I also like about it that there's actually different characters in this product that I don't believe have been in any other Marvel product with Topps. So you've got Red Hulk, which I don't believe I've seen in anything else. You've got Star Fox, who that was Harry Styles' character in the Internals.
Dual barrel.
Not that Star Fox, but also exactly what I first thought of. You've got Void, Dracula, Muse. There's a J. Jonah Jameson has his own in here as well. There's a lot of like really cool characters that have not been in other things. So overall, I think this set's cool. I'm excited to break it on Wednesday. I'm going to start breaking it Wednesday morning. I got like 4 cases of it.
Dang.
I wish I had more. Honestly, I really do.
So
but
is it just in each box? It's that encapsulated.
So it's 10
card.
There's a pack that has 10 cards, and then there's an encapsulated card in the back.
And that's it.
That's it. That is all. Yep.
So how are you breaking that? Character?
By
Still character?
Yep. I'll do a character.
But you'll
break.
like do a case.
I'll do 120 character break, not 100, because there's 120. But yes, I'll do it by the case, because it's kind of similar how they do with like Finest, where there's like a bronze, a silver, and gold. So some of the characters,
tier list
characters 1 through 50 are bronze. Characters 51 through 75 are silver. Characters 76 through 100 are gold. But then they've got characters 101 through 120 are platinum. So I think maybe someone was like looking at the list who was doing the write-up and they didn't notice the platinum section or something like that. Because yes, if you just went bronze, silver, gold, yes, there would be 100, but there's the platinum section. And the platinum's the one that everybody wants, because it's got Spider-Man, Wolverine, Iron Man, Doctor Doom.
What's a character in the bronze? Bronze, silver, gold.
Bronze is most of the ones that are new. So basically,
Red Hulk.
So Red Hulk's in there. So yeah, Hercules, Exodus, Ultron.
What's something in the silver?
Cosmo the dog. Silver, you got Beast, Quicksilver, War Machine, Nightcrawler, Valkyrie, She-Hulk.
What about gold?
Gold, you've got Ant-Man, Loki, Captain Marvel, Moon Knight, Ghost Spider, Scarlet Witch, Gamora, and then platinum is like the Doctor Strange, Black Widow, Venom, Magneto, Spider-Man, Wolverine.
What would be your price
Gambit.
on the platinum?
Oh, I don't know, because I'm not going to do it. It'll depend per character.
You auctioning off the character?
No, I don't like to do auction spots typically. I like to just like put a price on there.
You like go live and the first person that hit Spider-Man, they get it.
Yeah, I mean if they buy it at whatever price I listed it at, yeah. So that's my thinking is like I'd rather just list it at a price where I think it's reasonable, and if if I'm wrong and if I have to take a bath on it because I have to like lower the price or something.
Take a bath on it?
Yeah, that's a saying.
What's that expression?
You've never heard that?
No. What does that mean?
Yeah, like if you you basically lose money on something.
Take a bath on it?
I'm just telling you.
I don't know.
I'm a bit of a wordsmith over here. Okay, I can't say them most of the time, but take a bath is a common expression. And that would be that's just on me, but that's how I like to do it. It's just price it out ahead of time.
So what's your Spider-Man going for?
I have no idea. I literally have no idea because I just got the checklist maybe an hour before.
How do you set the price? How do you know what to set the price is?
So I know typically what characters are the most popular.
It's like, what do you say?
So Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain America. I mean, basically all the platinum characters are probably going to be the most expensive, and it'll go down from there. But it's also going to be based on who has a card in the Gambit deck. Doubles, because it's double-sided too, by the way. So they're chrome on both sides, double-sided cards. Again, they are really, really cool. And they also are selling for quite a bit of money. But that being said, those will probably have a premium because you have a chance of getting one of those inserts. So that'll be Wednesday on Fanatics Live. Be sure to check it out. Other than that, we'll talk more Garbage Pail Kids, the Green Day release, and a few other new releases coming up on next week's episode.
What tier is Jeffrey the Shark in?
Oh, Jeffrey the Shark, is he in here? Ooh, I don't know.
I'm a Jeffrey the Shark.
He's not in there.
Oh,
he's not in there. But I did get my Sapphire comes in tomorrow. I have not gotten the confirmation of when I can actually sell or break this. Actually, I have
Jeffrey.
gotten it.
Oh,
as soon as you get it. Okay. I asked like, hey, when can I start selling this? Because that's the thing. This product is not cheap at all. And I got an invoice for it already, and the product comes in tomorrow. And I'm thinking, like, from what I'm seeing on Blowout, the release date wasn't until the end of the month, like August 29th. And I'm like, oh, geez, I got to front a decent amount of cash here.
30, baby. Come on.
Yeah. It's like, and I think it's like a 15-day turnaround or something like that. So I was like, oh boy, but okay, there you go. So along with mint breaks, there's got to be Sapphire stuff. So that's a good question. What do you think it goes for?
I have no clue. I don't know how many packs are in it. I don't know anything about it.
Okay. So
I'll tell you what though, from coming into being in the Pokemon world and being exposed to more of these non-sports, especially Marvel. Yeah. Some of these boxes are so expensive, and people argue that like a Pokemon booster box being like $300 is like super expensive. Yep. But then it's like you have boxes like this that are probably like $400.
That's a cute amount.
Cute amount, he says.
That's a cute amount. So right now, I believe boxes are going as high as like $1,100 to $1,200.
That's one box.
One box, not a case.
And how many packs are in that one box?
Oh, I think it's like 8, maybe
8 packs.
8 packs. There's like it's far fewer cards in a box of this than there were in like the hobby boxes of just the regular Topps Chrome. But again, here's the thing: they will demand a premium because there's going to be fewer. There's going to be more numbered cards. You'll have a better chance of hitting like a 1 of 1 or something. And those do sell at a premium. Do I necessarily recommend, like, if I'm someone tight on funds, do I think you should go out and buy this? No, I don't. But you could probably get into a break or something like that for a reasonable price on some of the more minor characters. It is just a crazy world that we're in right now, that the 2024 product is at like $14,000. It now $14,000 a case, excuse me, not a box, but $14,000 a case. Insane. But that means like
it's still crazy.
I'm seeing cases go for, the one that sold a couple days ago, there was a case that sold for $10,000. This was before the individual boxes jumped to like $1,100 to $1,200. So I don't know what cases are going for now, but it's a crazy number. I realize this right now as we're saying this. I'm not telling you what to do. If anything, I'm going Marvel Mint first. Marvel Mint, I'm going to be breaking it first. I don't know what to do with the Sapphire. Honestly, it's scaring me. It scares me because it's so expensive, and I know what I paid for it, and it's like, okay, well, I'm never going to be the guy who's selling it at top dollar because I don't want to be that guy, and I don't think it's like I will make money on it and that's just fine with me. I don't have to make the most money on it. But at the end of the day, it's still, I have to charge a lot.
What's the most you've ever paid for a box?
I typically buy cases. If I'm buying a case, what I bought this for.
So this is the most expensive product you have ever purchased.
2025 Topps Chrome Sapphire Marvel is the most expensive product I have purchased. It's not like you're buying this and you're not getting any value. Because if you can turn around and hit a big card and sell it for $1,000+ that's awesome.
And then consignment.
But you have to consider, like, what are the odds of doing that? Check resale, check what the recent comps are on a lot of the cards. So know ahead of time. Or if you're just a collector, then I don't care. If you want to spend your money on a card because you're collecting it, that has no bearing to me whatsoever on price, because that should be up to that person. If they are collecting it, and they're not being forced to do that by any means, so go do whatever you want, because you're not going to resell it anyway. But if you are in this to flip it, like a lot of people do,
degenerates,
the National Flipper said, but that's a lot of us do that, right? Like, no, there's very few who are collecting only and never sell their cards. So it's like, I want you to have value with what you get. And in this product specifically, yes, you can get value. You can get tens of thousands, and who knows, because the market seems to only be going up right now. I think they've found the Marvel community in both like the comic area at San Diego Comic-Con. They were able to expand their buyer base. They continue to reach out to the nerd fandom of a lot of these Marvel characters, and it's like, oh, they're seeing more and more people getting into it. So I think prices are kind of going up because of that partially. So it's like, okay, well, if prices are going up, then yeah, box and case prices are going to go up too. It's the age-old problem. Nobody wants to pay more, but also no one wants their prices of individual cards to go down. So it's a problem that I say is to each their own. But at least you know from this end, it's not going to be a cheap product, and you probably already knew that because you probably already Googled it. So that being said, Topps Chrome Marvel Sapphire comes out this week. Marvel Mint comes out this Wednesday. If I had to choose between the two right now, I'm going Mint because I love the Gambit thing. I love the Gambit 52 card set. I think that is actually one of these sets that is going to be really cool to collect. After that,
do we know for sure that it's like a Gambit tie-in, or are we just calling it that?
No. I mean, even the marketing material that there have been write-ups on have called it that, but also the set on the checklist says Gambit's deck double-sided chrome playing cards.
See, I made that connection, Jesse.
You know, it'd be insane if someone actually collected these and they actually started playing like cards with them.
That would be dope.
That'd be one of the most expensive decks of cards I feel like of all time. But you know what? If you some people like balling like that, you know, I don't know. But anyways,
so you're going to be breaking both products on Wednesday.
I'll be doing Mint for sure. I don't know. I'll have to figure out if I'm listing a Marvel Sapphire break yet. I feel like that needs to be like a weekend thing. And this weekend is our 17-year anniversary.
Oh, congrats.
We're going out to the Catbird Seat in Nashville. That? It's like this one of these it's like a fancy place where they do like 15 courses or something of like mini, like a few bites of food or something, and they just bring out
Catbird Seat.
Yeah. It's been around for a number of years. It's right above the Patterson House, like that speakeasy thing. Do you know about Patterson House?
I don't.
It's okay.
I don't have money to buy Sapphire product like you do.
Shut up. I've been going to the Patterson House for a number of years. I love, if you were looking for a good cocktail in Nashville, that's where you go.
Are you a cocktail guy?
Well, I love a good cocktail.
What's your like bourbon?
Yeah. That's my main
Moscow
base.
Moscow Mule? Or what's
Moscow Mule is good. It's not a cocktail. It's just like a mixed drink. But I'm going for.
What's the difference between a cocktail and a mixed drink?
Skill? I don't know. I don't know what all goes into it. I don't know the exact definition, but I know it when I see it. And if it's in a coupe cup, it's probably a cocktail.
Okay.
If it's served on ice, maybe you could. I know a lot of cocktails served on ice too. We're getting off into the weeds, but I will say I'm looking forward to that, and therefore Saturday I'm not going to be able to break this, and Friday we were going to do something too. So it's like, I don't know, maybe Sunday, maybe if the wife doesn't consider Sunday also part of anniversary weekend that we're,
or maybe the next weekend, and by that time the price will be skyrocketing.
But the next weekend I'm going out of town. I'm going to New York the following weekend, and I go from Saturday to Saturday. So it's like, I need to start moving some of this at least.
What's in New York?
Just a family vacation. Yeah.
In New York City?
Part of New York City, and then part of like
New York
upstate.
City.
Yeah, a little bit further too. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, guys. That being said, thank you again for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.